You see the fault, you see the errors, you see the weaknesses, you see the gap, okay? But are this person seeing the gap? Hi, how are you guys doing? You're welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the topic acts of service as an emotional baggage. Guys, I know it's been a minute, yes, but then I'm back. So let's get this done. I don't even know why I am doing this video, but I strongly believe there's someone out there who needs to listen to this, especially people who has act of service as their love language. I will not be talking about this topic without talking about a particular concept called fixing. Fixing, Fixing, as seen on the screen. Fixing. So what is fixing? Fixing basically is to put something or someone in a better or more appropriate place or position. Either you like it or not, fixing is a gift, because everybody of course can fix, everybody can position, everybody can put things, better, everybody can bring pieces to whole. We can all do these things, but some people go further, like they take it personal. They're so committed, they're so given into fixing either people or fixing things. This thing is more peculiar to people who has acts of service as their love language. Of course, there are 5 major love languages: physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, yes, gifting, yes, quality time, and also we have quality time. So all of these are the various love languages we have, but today I am dwelling on acts of service and how it could transform so quickly into becoming an emotional baggage if certain things are not carefully considered. So people who acts of service as their love language tend to be more attracted to people who need some sort of help, fixing, adjustment, okay? Because they see this thing, they see a gap in this person, a gap in an event, in a situation, an occasion or something. They therefore want to see that everything is done, to see that this thing is fixed, this thing is corrected, the gap is bridged, everything is fine, and things like that. It is your nature. If you are that way, there is nothing you can do about it. It is your special gift and it is your power, because this is something you have way much more than every other person. But as much as this is a gift, it is a superpower for you. It can also turn around to become something that could be damaging to you in a way. This is why I feel it is so important to talk about this topic. Amazing is it that these people also feel cared for or loved when you respond to them the way they are responding to you. This is their superpower. So if you're ministering to them that same way, they feel specially cared for. You can buy them gifts, you can spend quality time with them, you can touch them, you can do all these other things. But when you do things for them, when you maybe they are in the process of fixing something or getting something done, you then what can I do to help, and all these things, it matters so much to them, because that is how they perceive being loved. That is how they understand being loved or being cared for. It is usually the belief that fixers have this very strong belief in their target. I call them target because these are the people they are focused on, so I'll call them targets. So fixers have this very strong belief, too often even more than the target themselves, that this weakness, this barrier, this gap can be bridged. They are so strong, they're so passionate, they're so committed, they are convinced that it can be worked on. But they do this so much that sometimes they then forget the things that should be taken into consideration. Like, you see the fault, you see the errors, you see the weaknesses, you see the gap, okay? But are this person seeing the gap? Does the target even realize there is a weakness that they have? There might be cases where the person or the target actually know, I have a weakness, or this is my weakness. Okay. But do they think it's a big deal? Do they see it as something that should be worked upon? Do they see it as something they should get better at? Do they? Because it is one thing for you to know and not really care, and it is another thing for you to know and want to do something about it to be better. Okay, so do you have that question answered? And the third question I would like you to ask before jumping into a fixing mission is, what is the level of willingness this person is willing to put into seeing that this weakness is worked on? It is one thing for you to actually want to, but just partial about it. You want to do it lackadaisically, but You, the fixer, wants to put in all your head. You want to go all in. You want to put in everything to see that this person is better, this weakness is improved upon, this gap is bridged, and all of that. So you have to consider these three things. If it is not considered that this person realizes it, if it is not considered that this person realizes it and it sees it as a big deal, sees that there is a need that this thing should be worked upon or better improved at, or sees that there is so passionate, committed, willing to go extra mile to see that these things get better or they get better at these things. If you don't see to these things and you then jump into fixing, you'll be setting yourself up for a big fall, a big trap, because it will end up telling on you mentally, emotionally, physically, sometimes financially, because sometimes you have to invest your resources. Okay, I'll tell you a story of someone who opened up to me recently about a situation she was in lately. I call this person my friend. We're not friends, but to portray a sense of closeness, I would call this person my friend. So this person reached out to me. I was like, okay, so this is the situation I've had myself in lately. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if I should push harder and stuff. Okay, so she met someone lately. This guy is a cool person, good looking, he's cute, he's friendly, jovial, one personality, and all of that. But it happens that this guy does not have a tertiary education whatsoever, an SSCE uh, graduate. Let me put it that way. I don't want to call him a dropout. So this guy, of course, he has things he's doing, businesses here and there that seem to be growing and all of that. So she felt no problem. This guy reached out to her and wanted to be a friend. So she was like, okay, ordinarily, this is not the class of person this girl or this lady would want to be a friend with, but for the sake of well, he could get better, I could do something to help him, I could encourage him to improve, and all of that. She then opened up to friendship. Along the line, this guy began to develop feelings and express these feelings that were being developed, and the lady got so worried. I can't take this guy home. I can't even tell people he's an SSC graduate. I'm a master's degree holder. Who's gonna like reason with me? It doesn't make any sense. But then again, she begins to think, oh, this should not be a criteria. This guy is warm, he's friendly, he's this, he's that, he's got looks, he has things he's doing, things that are working for him. She's been having a tough time trying to reason out and figure out what to do and what not to do. But as the fixer that she is, she then thought it's no big deal. She can help this guy get better. There is now, the National Open University. You could take some degree courses, and this skill, the guy happens to be skilled in carpentry. Carpentry is the traditional name for it, but he is so good at woodworks. He does a lot with wood. He's so gifted, and she sees that, and so she thinks, oh, why not? If he's willing to sharpen up, level up and upgrade and all these things, this guy will be just so good, better than a lot of other persons out there, if not good enough. So this guy, so she decided to give it a try. Okay, she went ahead, bought a form for the guy, enrolled him for a course at the National Open University, and things started to go on well and all of that. But lately, to cut the long story short, she found out this guy has been lying. He has not been attending classes, he hasn't been writing exams, he's not been, he's just not committed into it. Now she feels sad because she paid. The guy really initially actually showed a level of willingness, so she felt yes, he was in. But this guy he wasn't really into it. He didn't see a need for it, he didn't see an idea, he didn't see the reason, he didn't see a need. It was all the girl's idea, it was all the girl wanted, not what the guy wanted. So she went ahead, paid the school fee. It's a token, of course, she's a big babe, so she paid the school fees, bought the form, did the registrations and all of that, just to get him kickstart and be fine at school, only to find out that this guy had not been doing all of these things. At this point, she found out, and she started to ask questions. Can I see your results? Can I see this? Can I see that? Then he began to gaslight her. What do you mean? Does it mean you don't trust me? Why are you being so, all of this drama, this sort of guys could, pull up when they want to be really unreasonable. So that's the case. She then talked to me about this, and I feel like I understand her. It is not bad that she decided to be good to a person. It is not bad that she sees someone who is good but can be better and puts it upon herself to want to help him be a better person. But then she has a fault. The fault is, what were the questions? Was he willing? You weren't sure. Maybe he expressed some level of will, but maybe not strong enough. I don't think it was strong enough. It was all your idea. It wasn't his idea. I'm sure if you didn't come up with him wanting to go to school, him wanting to be educated, and all that, he wouldn't even see a reason. Of course, it is not bad that you introduced this guy to these things, opened his eyes up to, you have to have a certificate just so you can stand in certain places, just so you can compete in certain platforms and all that. But I think you were a bit more personal than this target really was. So this is why I feel there's a need for sensitization. There's a need to educate everybody out there. You need to know. So what then do you do? It's not bad in itself to want to help people be better. It is a very good thing. And this is what act of service people, this is what you guys do. And it's beautiful. It's a gift. Not everybody can do it. But what is your target's level of commitment to this thing? You can only force a horse to the river. You cannot force the horse to drink. So what do? Ensure to consider these three things that I have mentioned before going on a fixing mission. No, is this person aware? Does this person think there's a need? Okay, and is this person willing to go the extra mile? Is this person willing to give it 100? So when you answer these questions and they are all positive, please go on fixer. Go fix, go fix, go fix. But if you're not sure these three questions are on a positive, please, you might want to hold back. But some people can hold back. It's in you to be good to people. It's in you to not give up on people. It's in you. If you must go on, be sure it's not going to cost you anything. Be sure it's not going to tell on you. It's not going to affect you in any way. Should this person turn out the opposite? Should they pull through or not? Should they give up on the way? Should they level up eventually? Should they give up? Should whatever result, whatever the outcome is, be sure that it's not going to affect you in any way. So this is what I have for you guys today. Remember to subscribe if this is your first time coming across my channel. I educate, I inspire, and of course I entertain. It's still your favorite baby girl, Penza Bells, the Lady Penza for sure. See you guys on the next one. Bye.